But so hip hop, music,
Right.
heavily into it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've been rapping since I was about like 6 or 7. Um, I mean, the radio was that's back, radio days. Back when fucking CDs out of the trunks was being sold. So constant hip hop and rap was always played. R&B, too, but just like for the culture and the community that I particularly come from, it's a lot of hip hop, rap, blues, possibly gospel, but hip hop and rap majority. So I mean, I don't know what it was that kind of like drove me to like pick up a pen and pad at that age, but first memory of actually like writing lyrics, I was just sitting in the passenger seat of my pop's car and was just jotting shit. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure. And it just got me like back then I was like really for sure a writer. Like writing songs was like real big for me back then from like elementary to middle school. And then which kind of led into me kind of like book writing and shit. But and poetry, but that's a whole different conversation. But for sure, like hip hop was definitely a big influence in my life for sure. And then come like high school, my grandmother actually bought me my first microphone. So it was the Pro Tools SE, I want to say it was, where it's like pretty much, it's just everything is installed into the microphone. I really didn't need shit for real. That a pop filter, boom, studio ready. But I ended up actually building like my own little mini studio out of so we had these wooden bunk beds where at this point I'm in high school. My little brother's damn near about to be in high school too. We're too big for this shit. I got my own room. He has his own room. So the bunk beds are still in there. So I took the top one off and I flipped it on his side. Well, not his side, but like, where the legs are or whatever. And I
Right.
put
Yeah.
them on the bottom. So now it's vertical versus, you know what I'm saying? So now I got that bitch standing up and I took the mic because I had this long ass cord that I had found for it. I took the mic. Actually, you know what? I know where the cord was from. The core was from the fucking my family for some odd reason we thought we'll have a kick out of this and we actually did. Remember the American Idol game where you could actually like sing or whatever, the little
Mhm.
karaoke shit? We bought that fucking game. So we stopped playing that bitch or whatever, obviously. That was like a one and done, maybe two thing. We're not gonna do that shit every day. So I took the cord from that. It actually plugged up into my microphone. I swung the cord over the one of the legs that was like up top or whatever. And now I have like a hanging mic, like in a ring. You know what I mean? So I got that going. I might have like a little filter or whatever. Got the computer going. So now I got my laboratory now. You know what I'm saying? Like we just be heavy in it, and that's what like the ideas started flowing. The creativity really started going crazy because I, from what I was dealing with family wise and that's really what it was. Honestly, at that time, it's the only thing I had to deal with. I was a fucking kid. I mean, kids don't have problems for like that outside of like what it starts like in home, if not what's like socially outside in their environment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just confusion and like no understanding of a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And no real training and education in certain instances. But anyway, I was dealing with family issues, which led me to make my first actual recorded song that it's still out there. It's on YouTube. It's called "Extraordinary Suicide," and a lot of people thought that heard it was like, "Oh, you sound like someone that just got done drinking or smoking or whatever because they're going through it or whatever." You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm fucking 16. I'm not smoking weed and drinking, dude. I'm in my fucking room. So so it was like, oh, okay, but at least it's catching attention. So I started doing more and more because I'm a child of the mixtape era as well. So now, like, no, this is mixtape era. That's back when, like, you had like about 100,000 songs, one beat, literally the same beat. Everybody got it. If it's not a remix with like 17 motherfuckers on it, you see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I came from that. You know what I mean? So I was doing that. I started finding like small little things where I would do like song mashups and it's like this little different shit of like music wise where it extended from hip hop or like hip hop will be the main, but it'd be like other little things around it. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is a very collective kind of genre for if you think about it, because it takes from so many different things. You know what I mean? Because it could be hip hop and rock, hip hop and blues. There's so many ways you can really take hip hop and rap and mix it with so much different stuff. You have to be blind not to see these different elements. You know what I'm saying? So I just ended up really just dabbling in a lot of different shit, and called myself singing at one point, which was funny as fuck. But it worked out, you know, because somebody got to do my hooks. I ain't got no fucking money, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do this shit. But definitely, like, it definitely did help me like connect with the community though, for sure. At one point, I had a whole bunch, at least like over 100 freestyles, damn near, like online. It was I don't know, if you remember hotnewhiphop.com. I was like, yeah, like heavy on that shit. Like I had a freestyle for a lot of different shit, and I really like came up with like my own style, which it's grown, and you know what I'm saying, in itself, and it's done what it's done, and it's, you know, and it's continuously still growing into a different monster in itself. But that shit got deleted, which kind of like, you know, put a damper on your boy. But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna bounce back. Then I ended up finding a love for beat producing, which was which you know, once you start making beats, that's really like that creative mindset really goes from just, you know, trying to match words to somebody else's melody. Now you creating the whole shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's still to this day something that I want to complete, because I want to do, you know, do the Kanye West thing or the J. Cole thing, you know, produce everything, you know, write everything or whatever, produce and say, no, let this first album, and then like every album past that, if I can, you know, minus, you know, help here and there to, you know, fine tune it in certain instances, you know, that's still to this day is like, yeah, no, I make everything on my own.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. No, so that's crazy. So you stuck because okay, so you started from because I didn't know you was always, you know, writing rhymes and rapping and everything like that. So
Yeah.
you started writing rhymes at a young age, got involved with beat making, bounced back and forth between that, and then just seen battle rap one day and then just picked it up. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
that's what's
yeah.
up.
The story of it is, I mean, it's short and sweet, but it's a funny ass story. I was with this chick.